Hi, Cal. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I've been Libbying or trying to. I've just got my fat Kindle Fire on and trying to get onto Libby. Are you still with me? Just let me know you're still here. No, you're not. Bummer. Hello, darling. I'm a few minutes late, Cal. I've been getting my Libby on, trying to. Anyway, I'm hoping I've done it. I think I have. But I've not had a chance to do anything with it yet. I've only just done it. So I'm looking forward to having an Ed in there. And I've got a framed picture ready to show you. And I found me blender pens, brushes. Hi Tracy, welcome. Found me blender brushes, and I'm going to just do a little demo on them tonight. And also got my new colouring book, and you know, it was touch and go with that. Really annoyed. I got a message that said that it had been dispatched. That was like yesterday, last night, and this morning is when I saw it. I always go through my emails in the morning. And I forgot why I went on to. I went on to Amazon because I'd seen there was some, just to check through emails again for some whatever reason, and it said that my Amazon package had been delivered today, and it had been put in the resident's hands, right? So Harry says, well, I've not took anything off anybody, and I said, well, I've not, and I've been in all day. Harry has nipped out, but I've been in, and we've neither of us received a parcel from Amazon. So then we're thinking, has Julie up road got it? Because they built three houses in a section, 3 townhouses, and they've numbered them number 1, 2, and 3 Mary Street. Well, it's actually 1, 2, and 3 Steatley Cottages. Now we're number 3 Mary Street, but the cottages are also on Mary Street, and they've also got numbers 1, 2, and 3. Hi, Aunt Bex, welcome. And I said, I bet she's got it. I bet Julie's got it at number 3 Steatley Cottages. But Harry just decided on a whim to check dustbin, because occasionally we have had things left in dustbin, and sure enough it were in dustbin, but we didn't know that. Normally if it's been print dustbin we get a little card through. Hi Marissa, welcome. We get a card pushed through door saying parcel in dustbin or behind dustbin. Nothing. But anyway, it's come. My colouring book's here. Hi Aussie girl, welcome. Oh, I've just I'm a bit late, Marissa, because I've just been playing around trying to get Libby on my Kindle Fire, and I think I've done it. I think I've done it. I've already just done it. That's why we're a bit late coming on. Did you? Yeah, so I've been playing with that, and I've got my new colouring books come today. I haven't got the pens yet, the colouring pens come brushes, the pen at one end, I believe, and it's like a marker at one end and a brush at other, I think. So when they come, but they're coming from Alice, so they could be, it could take them forever, I don't know. Sometimes they come, you know, quick, and then another time they don't. All right. Do you want to come to my dish? She says, well, my cleaner's not been today. I've got a sink full of dishes tonight. What else? Yes, I've just been telling Cal and Tracy I've got a framed diamond painting to show you. How I frame for myself, not what I would frame for anybody else. The frame I would, but not the embellishment that I put on it, unless they want embellishing. So Yeah, I've got that to show you. What I am going to do is a little demo with these blender pens, blender brushes. These are the ones. Now, I'm not sure. When I bought mine, I was working with Stampin' Up, and used to get 3, and they were £9.99 for 3. But there's 2 ends. They've both ends have got a brush on, and you only really need one pen. Does everything. The medium that I've been using are the alcohol inks from Stampin' Up. If you're using inks, all I do is, just squeeze it a little bit so that you get a little bit of ink. When you open it up, your lid's got ink on, and that is where you take your ink from onto your blender. And when you finish with the colour that you're on, you just get a piece of blank paper and just run your tape on a piece of paper, and it will use it all up. She's asleep on Daddy's knee at the minute, Cal. I will bring her in shortly. Yeah, she's had a really quiet day for some reason today. Hi, Julie. Welcome. Hi, Gertie. Welcome. Over missed anybody? Sorry. That'd be the gossiping. So you'll get to see those in use. As I say, I've been having I actually had a little play with them because I've not used them for months, absolutely months. It might even be a couple of a year at least. But I've just given them a little try, and they're working fine. So I'm really pleased about that, because you don't know whether these things are supposed to dry up or. But if you keep the tops on anyway, it just keeps them well preserved. But they're pretty good. But I think you only get 2 now for the same money in the blending brushes. They are called blending. I think it's blending brush. Oh, sorry, no, I tell a lie. It's blending pen. Very sorry. Yeah, blend pens they are. You can get blenders with ProMark. ProMark pens. I had a load of ProMark, and I hadn't used them for that long, and they were stuck up in attic. Listen to me, up in the other craft room that I used to work in, and I thought, I could get rid of I'm trying to get rid of a lot of stuff that I'm not using. And I did ask, actually, I asked Jane, my lovely Jane in Wales, if she wanted them, and she said, oh yes please. So I took them down last time I went down, so that got them out of the way. Tonight, or this afternoon, I have put about 30 stamp sets on eBay for auction, so we'll have to get a little bit of a payback from them, because I don't use them. I mean, I think I've left myself at the moment. I think there's about 5. That's all that stamp sets that I've saved from Stampin' Up lot. So I have. They are. What is these? These are you talking about these, Gertie? Oh, got stamp sets. Yeah, there's loads. And it's took me all afternoon. There were that many. I think there were about 30 plus. But I put them on eBay on auction. So I know they're only on a 7-day auction. So you'll have to go. I'm under my eBay name is Orkney Annie. So that's if you want to go and have a look. Let's Orkney Annie on eBay. What do you think else have I been doing? Oh, the quiz tonight. Halloween. I've done some Halloween questions, but they were a bit tough doing Halloween ones because I don't watch a lot of these really scary. I used to love horror films, but I don't watch them now. I'm a coward. I like to sleep at night. So, yeah. Oh, I also want to show you. I mentioned on Cal's last night on her live that I got 2 colouring books from the Pound shop at Poundland, and I've got those to show you as well. I think that's about all for the moment. Like I say, I've not got my proper. I've got some pencils here. Actually, there were some that Anne Little had brought me up, and I think that she said they were supposed to be really good ones. I've not really tried them properly yet. Oh, what are they? Oh, the Crayola. But they are nice. You know, this literally, she gave me loads. That's full up in there. There's loads of them, bless her. So I've got them to use, but I don't like using pens, colouring pencils. I prefer using the. Oh, Laura, darling, how are you? Hi, Elliot. Welcome. Yeah. I've got quite a bit to show you tonight, one way or another. So, first of all, I'll show you the. I'll show you my framed owl. That's my framed owl. I did it last night, yesterday afternoon. Isn't it lovely? I love these frames. Isn't it nice? But I like to put a little bit of something in the corners of my frames as well, just to make it pop a little bit better. I do leave the glass in because you never know if the grills are going to fall off. So that's me. One that I actually finished, and well, it took me long to do it. It took me like an evening. And the colouring books. These are the cheapy ones, right? It's what they call colour therapy. This one's relax with colours, floral. So inside here, get it, please. So it's quite nice. I mean, for £1, we're talking, you know, we're talking £1 here. I think that's pretty good. There's quite a lot of pages in it. This is not the one I started. This is the one I started. Yeah. And this is the other one, and it's colour therapy. This is 2nd edition. Oh, they're both 2nd edition. Right, this is 2nd edition, and it's patterns. And this is me and my 4-year-old colouring. I'm rubbish. So, and I think it was in this one I did actually find a really nice, where are you? I did find a really nice picture in here. I'm sure it was this one. Yeah, because there's that one, there's that. There. Oh, there it is. Carousel. Not lovely. What was the other one? Oh, there's a bubblegum type machine thing. And done carousel, showing you that. That's all swirlies. Paisleys and flowers things. So yeah, that would send me crazy trying to do anything with that. It's like torture, that one. Oh, look at colour. Can you see colours flashing now on the screen? I can. I think it's my colour on me. What is it that are making it, you know? Let's quick look at that one. Let's see if this has got anything. Oh, that bunch of roses at the back. Really nice. Oops, that was me cleaning. Me cleaning my pen. Can you see on that one how it's gone like faded and then to nothing? That's how you clean them. Just a little squiggle on a piece of paper, and it cleans it it takes all the ink out, and when you start with the next, you know, next colour with the same pen, you don't need more than one, which is all very well if you've got a lot of different colours. More roses, look, things. But I bet you're all dying and screaming at me to show you. Elliot, I get my frames from a local garden centre, and I always go in there cheap. They've got like a big room where they have all sorts, and it's all been reduced, all cheap. And I usually buy them out. If they've got some really nice ones, I just buy them. I'm like paying £1, $1.99 at most for big ones. Even some of them are £1. You know, they're cheap. This is the one, and it's Jade Summer is the artist. Yes, you did, Laura. You're in trouble. I was slagging you off while you were away. Right. Now I like this because it's got the black, you know, the black back on the each one. So I'm going to do a quick flick through if I can. Anybody in a hurry to go home? Right. So we've got the actual name of the book. Oh, I don't know whether they're different books. I bet they are, you know. Look at them at back. Look at that one, Happy Thanksgiving. I wonder if they're separate books. Autumn Blessings. Ooh, that's interesting to know, isn't it? It's quite a good book, actually. It's quite thick. Ooh, sorry, where I'm awkward. Kitty with the pumpkins. Door. Garden door. Like Secret Garden, that isn't it? Secret Garden door. By the way, this is my first look at it as well. You've got your squash. And a tree. Leaves falling. Ooh. Happy Halloween. Oh, it's got some Halloween in it then. I didn't know that, you see. Pumpkin and flowers. Oh, baskets of flowers. Come on, don't be difficult. Don't be shy. Oh, turkey. I like that one. I can enjoy doing that turkey. They're really lovely pictures, aren't they? Hello, Autumn. Oh, pretty birdie. Oh, give thanks. I know that they do a Halloween book as well. There is a Halloween one, I'm sure, as well as this. It's going to take me forever to show you these. But they're all nice, what I call easy. I watched Mrs. Coffee do her like schoolgirl wore it, something like that. Like a, now he's a cutie pie. My faves, owls. They are lovely. Squirrel with mushrooms. It might be easy to show you that way, actually. Fall. Tell me if I'm going too fast, won't you? I'm trying to rush through it. But lanterns and things. Oh, Foxy having a sleep. That's cute. Yeah, this book were only £4.99. I thought it was good. Good value for money, really. Because it is a nice one. Oh, pretty girl. Yeah, that's that Happy Thanksgiving one. Look. Those 4 pictures on the back are what's actually 4 that's in the book. Autumn Blessings. Oh, and then I think we're going again. Yeah. And then they just repeated halfway through. It goes back to the beginning and they just repeat them again. So, yeah, that's the one that came today. But we're out at dustbin. So, yeah, they're my colouring bits and bobbies then. And like I say, I'll get to show you how those blender pens work. They're brilliant. Orkney Annie Goethe on eBay. It is a nice colouring book. I'm right pleased with it actually, because I'm like, what my problem is, I mean, I say I colour like a 4-year-old. I'm not particularly good at coordinating colours to start with, but my hands shake, so I go over the lines and I think, oh, you know, a 4-year-old could do it better than I do it, but it's because my hands shake sometimes. So that's why it's I'm off put, if you like. And just look at this. Are you ready? I'm ready for this. I'm on bottle. To all you people that don't, ORKNEY ANNIE. ORKNEY ANNIE. You got that? Yeah, do you go over the lines, Cal? Because I get annoyed with myself. I get really ratty. Yeah, I was just going to say to all you people that don't like red wine, I hate red wine. Or I did. I
don't like the effect of beer on wine.
What, on me?
Yeah, it turned into a psycho.
Oh, right. I'm a psycho woman, apparently. That's it. That's exactly how it's spelled, Marissa. Thank you. So, I found this one by accident. And to be quite honest, only because it said it's by Echo Falls. I don't know if you get this in America, but certainly get it in the UK. It's Echo Falls, and it's called Red Fruit Fusion with raspberry and cassis, whatever cassis is. But it's showing you like blueberries, raspberries, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a try. I absolutely hate with a passion red wine normally, but I love this. It really is nice. And I was talking to my daughter about it. She loves red wine, but Glenn, her husband, oh, he's like me. And she says, I'm going to get him a bottle of that to try, to try it. You can't find me. Well, if you look under Stampin' Up stamps, if you put Stampin' Up stamps at the top in your search bar on eBay, it should take you straight to, and you'll find, seller Orkney Annie. I know I put about 30 up there today, but they are on auction. They're not. Becky, I could not stand red wine, but this one is gorgeous. I really do enjoy it, and a couple of glasses is more than enough. And I don't have huge glasses; it's only a smallish, just like a table wine glass, rather than a great big,
Table bird.
You were like, yeah, well, that's actually, I do. I don't, well, we call them rosé, but yeah, I do. I like rosé. Yeah, I love them. But because when I saw the label on that, what it got in it, my first thoughts were very like Vimto, like an alcoholic Vimto. Cheers, girl. No, it's not sweet, Marissa. I don't like sangria. That's too sweet for me. Much too sweet for me. But this is it's just a nice fruity wine. And I mean, I've had fruity wine before and tasted and I thought, oh no, that's not fruity wine. This is. Best thing to do when it said you buying some for them. I actually did take Claire a bottle of this through because I picked 2 bottles up. It goes off the shelf very quickly, I might add, at our supermarket. And after I got the first one, it were a few weeks before I managed to find another. And they got a few on shelf, so I brought 2. And then Claire said, oh, we were talking about wine, and she said, what's that called that you get, Mum? And I said, it's Echo Pause. And I told her, she says, I'll have to have a look next time I go. Anyway, I happen to be going back over there that week. So I took her a bottle through for her and Glenn, you know. And and I gave her a big bar of chocolate as well. And she says, ooh, wine and chocolates, you can come again, Mum. Oh dear, but I do now and again like a glass of wine, but I don't drink a lot. And I think the reason I don't drink a lot is that my mum did, really did, and it made our lives hell for a long while, I can tell you. I mean, it gave her, it actually induced, she drank that much, it induced dementia. So she'd have a drink, and she'd start about 11 o'clock, if that earlier, 10 o'clock in the morning, and by mid-afternoon she was well gone. But it made her aggressive as well. Drinking made her aggressive. So, and I think that's the reason I don't drink much, is because, well, for a start, I've never really been a big drinker anyway. But yeah, it puts you off when you've got somebody like that, you know. I mean, if you want to have a bottle of something in house, you have to hide it. Well, that's not, to me, that's not having a nice drink. Christmas Day, and we're having a glass of wine with dinner, and I give her half a glass, literally half a glass, and said, Mum, that's all you can have. That's all your medication will allow you to have. And then when she went to live in into a little bed sit, it was a sheltered bed sit, so they got a lovely building, and then they got people, carers in there, and they got bells to ring if they wanted anything, needed anything. And they had a commons room, and if it was somebody's birthday or whatever, they used to have a little party for them in a common room, and it come up to I don't know, somebody's somebody got a big birthday on, I think, or an anniversary. And I'd warned both the ladies that were carers, please don't ever give her alcohol. Whatever you do, do not give her alcohol. And I said, because believe you me, you will be sorry if you do. Anyway, we went visiting her one day, and they collared me. one of the girls collared me. And she says, see what you mean about your mum? And I said, what about my mum? She said, we had a big birthday or something, a celebration. And we had a bit of a party for one of the guys that lived in one of the flats, we'll call them flats, bedsits. And she drank her straight down, gone. And then went and asked for some more, and they said that they were only allowed so much because of medications. And she got really nasty, really nasty. She says, so I know what you mean. I said, Well, the thing is, you were warned. Don't give her any. If you're having, keep it out of sight from her. Just don't give her any. They paid the price. So as I say, it's not something I do. I don't like getting drunk anyway. I never have, even before my mum were like that, you know. That all came on after my dad died, and I think she just hit the bottle running rather than mourning. She didn't mourn very much for my dad, and it weren't that she didn't care, because she did, but she got solace after a bottle. What can you do? So that was that. But eventually we did get her off it. We had to, because she was falling. In fact, one day when we were living up in Orkney, my mum had come to live with us, and she was doing a lot of drink. And it were our fault, because we were fetching it for her front shops, because it made life, quiet life thing, you know, although we didn't really get a quiet life, but that's where it basically kept her upstairs in her little, because she got a bedroom, a small bedroom, but with a big double bed in it. And then she got a little sitting room where we got her a nice comfortable sofa, television and radio and everything that she needed up there. If she wanted to drink, I'd take her a cup of tea or whatever. And that was when I was fitter. And one day she fell down the stairs. And I mean, they were really wide stairs, actually. You go up, then on a little landing, and then up a couple more to top. And she got halfway down them and fell down the rest. And it were a wall at bottom. Thank God it were only a studding wall. Her head went straight through plasterboard. That's how hard she hit. And she knocked herself out, but we didn't know what had happened, you know, with her. We didn't know what were happening with her. And I says, oh my God, it's bloody killed herself, broke her neck or whatever. And her ear, I thought she was bleeding from her ear, out of her ear, if you know what I mean. And on closer, she started to come round, God, you know. And we started to look properly around her ear, and she literally almost tore her ear completely off. There was not much holding it on. It was November, and believe you me, in Orkney, it's pitch black. There's hardly any street lights on the road. We got 4 barriers to go over. They're like roads that, you know, that join the little islands together and what have you. And it was cold, and it was icy, and it was windy, and it was like 11 o'clock at night, and we had to drive all the way through to Kirkwall, which was about 16 miles, were it? 16-mile drive to hospital with her. And I was sat in the back seat with her leaning on me, and I got a brand new face cloth up to her ear, and I'm trying to, you know, stem the bleeding, as it were. I ended up with blood all, it was ever so bad. I ended up with blood all down my top. And it was an Indian doctor, a lady, on casualty. And she says, we're going to have to put some stitches in this. I thought, I think so, it needs sewing completely on. And so she froze it, put some, I don't know, lidocaine or something in to numb it, and left her a few minutes. And my mother were getting really angry and what have you. I'm all right, let me out of here and all this. And I'm saying, Mum, behave now. You need stitches in that. She said she needed a good 20-some stitches. She managed to get 4 in, and that was it. She said, she won't let me do anything. I can't do anything with her at all. So, you know, I put 4 stitches in, and we're going to have to hope that it stays, you know. So that was that. Anyway, they didn't keep her in, brought her home. We did bring her home, didn't we, that night? Yeah, brought her home. I thought we had, yeah. They more or less said, because the doctor actually turned to me and said, is this woman drunk? And I said, yeah, sorry, she is, you know. it's a problem that she's got. And dearie me, she weren't at all pleased. So, you know, we've had a share of, you know, problems with that. But just have to get on with it, don't you? So that's why I don't drink a lot. I do drink, but I don't drink a lot. I drink socially. If there's a party, I might have one or two. I occasionally have a very tiny glass like that. I have my Baileys, and then I had a couple of Baileys last night in a little tiny glass. And that bottle of wine I've just opened. And that's my first glass of wine in quite a few months. Not had any for a long while. So if Harry says I'm on the bottle, ignore him, because I don't. I don't, honestly. I don't. Right, what time are we on? Oh, wait about 8:15, and we'll get on with this quiz, if you like. I wonder if Lou's not able to get, you know, because of work. Let me think, what else have we got? I don't know what else I've got to talk to you about, really. I've been watching a few videos on, you know, YouTube videos of different diamond paintings that everybody's doing. There's some lovely ones out there. And I actually have been very busy on my big dragons. I am. But it's right over there at the other end of the long lounge. And Harry's laid with Poppy on his knee and his legs up under us, so I can't get by him just now. But I will, I think what I'll do tomorrow, I'll do a whip and chat on the dragons, and you can see it on there because it's fabulous. It really is. But I've just all but finished the first dragon, because there are only 2 dragons on it, but it's such a big thing. And I must admit, I'm finding it awkward on my big board, even. It's fiddly, faffy. I don't like faffy. I don't do faffy very well. And I am so bloody clumsy with these damn drills. Twice I've knocked my own hand. I've caught my own hand and drills have gone everywhere. And I've had to literally sit and pick one at a time drills up. No, drive me crazy. So, I don't know. Let me show you how these work. I'm going to move you a minute, so close your eyes. I don't want to make you all do this. Okay, let me move this a minute. Hey, pop that down there a minute. Oh, dearie me, that's me. My mouse gone through them around. Let me show you how these work. So, which one did I start? Or just a little bit of one of these. Shall I? Oh, lots of Aztec stuff. I do butterfly. I've only brought a few colours through because all my main lot of what's it are upstairs. Right. So doing butterfly, I'm using rich raspberries. I think I've already squished. I have squished some out. So you can see I've got a little bit of, just a little bit of ink on there. And I'm going to, the beauty of these is if you want to make it light, you don't put so much on, just have a little tiny bit on. And if you just want to do dark areas to make it shady, you just get a bit more of the ink on before you actually do it. So let me see, do this bit first. Can you see me? Right, I'm not very good, I tell you. I'm very, see, I've even gone up mine now already. If you just keep going without getting any more on your brush, And you see how it's run away to nearly nothing. I'll lift it up in a minute and show it you. There's very, very little when you get on next bit. There you go. Okay. So, here is where I've just had one dibble in my thing, and I've used as much up, and it started out very dark, went lighter, and then I've just done that without putting any more ink. You see how it's nearly all cleared off my pen, my nib. And that is, so then you can, if you've got something, a bit of white paper, and then just do it on here, a bit of white paper, like that. Gone. No colour on it. You can use your next colour now, whatever colour you want. And they are brilliant. I love them because this is why I actually ordered brush pens rather than colouring pens, felt tip pens, because I can control this better than I can, you know, other. So just get a bit more on there then now. That should bring me a deeper colour. Trying to make sure you can see what I'm doing. And my hands are shaking like crazy. I'm going all over the place here. So I've done all that dark there, and then it's using all the ink up out of my nib, and it's gone to nearly all gone there. So it starts off dark and works out to nothing, and then you just need a bit of scrap paper outside of you, clean again. I think they're amazing. I've loved mine right from very first getting them. I've loved these. Oh yeah, be awkward and chip. I've loved these right from getting them. I've used them ever such a lot, and these are like new. And in fact, as I said, there's two brushes, both identical. You know, it doesn't matter. It's just if you want to use one end for dark colours, one end for light colours, but it doesn't really make any difference because they all clean off like that. Nothing on left. So they are what they call blender pens. And I do believe that ProMarker do them as well. But that was my demo. Short and sweet. I just thought I'd show you that. Wow. You know. So what time are we at? Right, we're at 8:20. So we're going to start this. That's it. Just moving my table out so that I can, hopefully, I can get my feet up and be comfortable. Oh, just a minute, let me move you back. A minute. No, chop my head off. Do like me. There we go. Back to normal. Are we ready? Have you got? Do you like them? I mean, I think they're brilliant. I love working with them. But if I'm doing a card, the only thing is when you're doing it with ink, if you're using it onto a card, you need do it on a separate piece of card, not on your card, because they do bleed through card. Well, the ink does. So if you do it on if you do a piece of whatever you wanting your picture on that you're going to colour, stamp it out onto that, colour it, then cut it out and stick that on your card so that your colour's not bled through into your card, because it does. That's the only problem with using alcohol inks on card. Whereas you see, I don't know these. Oh, Chloe and Chris, are you ready? Yeah. Yeah, I used to find that. I mean, I did a bit of a spot the difference for quite some weeks actually. And every week I did a card, two same stamped them same, but then I altered them a little bit, and everybody used to enjoy that, spot the difference. because they could keep it up on the screen and just look, compare the two from side by side on screen, and they could just freeze the screen, and it was amazing how many people got them, you know. It was good. Right, Halloween. Ooh, it's this weekend, isn't it? Well, Thursday, on Thursday. Right, so here we go then. We have 20 questions relating to probably just horror movies, basically. The first one's quite a, I would say, fairly easy one if you know, and then the rest, it's, some of them might be a little bit difficult. Okay, okay. Number one. What are the three names, what are the names of the three witches in Hocus Pocus? What are the names of the three witches? I don't mean their actor name, I mean the character name. Three witches, Hocus Pocus. Bloody hell, Marissa. Wow, well done, girl. Sorry about that. I was shocked. That was so quick. Oh, wow. Marissa's got one. I'm going to give you, actually, I'm going to give you 3 for that, because there were 3 names. That's fine. Don't worry about that. Yeah, what happened? Yeesh. I can't get over that. How quick that word. Lummy neck. I'll show you, Marat, some of this pop I've got. Hi, John. Welcome. Just in time for the quiz, and it's all on Halloween. Right. Staying with Hocus Pocus, what year was it released? Hi, John. Welcome. Not quite. No. Marissa's warm. No. It's only one way to go now, girl. No. Wow. Yeah, Gertie's got it. It was definitely 1993. So that's one for Gertie. Anyway. One for Gertie there. So I have to tick them up, and then I know I've asked them, because I keep going back to them. Right, number 3, Nightmare on Elm Street. One of my, who played Freddy Krueger? Who played Freddy Krueger on Nightmare on Elm Street? Or is it Nightmare on Elm Street? Hi, Rachel, welcome. Tracy's got that one. It was indeed Robert England. Tracy's on the board. Wow. So number 4, what year did it premiere? Nightmare on Elm Street. The first one, by the way. When it very first started. I've lost my year now. Where am I? There. Tracy's got that one, 1984. It was. Look at you, Tracy. Go for it, girl. Right. I don't know what I've done here. Just a minute. What year did it premiere? Nightmare on Elm Street. Right, I've done another one here, and I'm baffled myself here. And I put, what year was the first Halloween movie come out? What have I done that for? But the first Halloween. Oh, Halloween, not Nightmare. Halloween, the movie. Not Nightmare on Elm Street. Yes, Marissa. Whoa. You go, girl. 78 it was indeed. So, you're letting her run in front, heaps. Right, who played Johnny in The Shining? Come on, you all know this one. I tried to keep them a bit, you know. Who played Johnny? It's Johnny. Who played Johnny in The Shining? Marissa's done it. It was indeed Jack Nicholson. That's 5, Marissa. We're doing well here. Right, number 8. Sorry, number 7. What year did The Exorcist come out on screen? Red Rum. Oh, it's not Red Rum. It's wine. Red wine. Oh, that's fine, Rachel. Don't worry. The Exorcist. Who's got that? Marissa's got that. Yeah, it is. 1973. Wow, girl, you're on a roll. Right. The Exorcist was banned. What year did the what year did the ban was the ban lifted? Does anybody know? I'm assuming this might be in the UK. I don't know. But The Exorcist was banned. What year was the ban lifted? All right. Oh, no, not that late to get to. Not that late. Hi, Hayley. Welcome. Glad you could join us. We're doing a quiz. Yeah, it was. It was banned. I'm guessing it might have been in the UK banned, not worldwide banned. But I think. Then again, I don't know because. Oh, it's me out a bit. There was a lot of hysterics after people had seen The Exorcist, and several people killed themselves. It did affect a lot of people, and I think that's why they banned it. But it was lifted after so many years. I don't know how many years, but it was lifted. So I'm tipping that nobody knows the answer. Oh, it's a Halloween quiz, Hayley, so get stuck in, girl. If you know an answer, jump in there. What's the question? The Exorcist film was banned. What year was the ban lifted? I don't watch them now, Becky. I can't. And I just have bad dreams. I used to love them, but not anymore. Wow, I thought this one would have been probably. I suppose it would be a sticking point if you don't know it's been banned in the first place, because I didn't. I only found out as I was researching quiz, so. Or like, I did enjoy that film. We've seen other one, they were a follow-up to that one. It was a bit strange. Yes, Hayley. Nice one. Straight in there, girl. It was indeed 1999. So we've got Hayley on the board. Well done. Right. Why was Psycho made in black and white? Why was Psycho made in black and white? I mean, this, to me, I didn't know, but I guessed, and it's pretty obvious, really, I think. I didn't actually know. I don't know whether I can say it. Wait a minute. No, I can't. I can't because it's the next question. Does anybody know why? No, Ailey's pretty no, wait a minute. Gertie's pretty close, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna give it Gertie that one because the producers thought colour would be too much for the audiences. Yeah, with the blood and gore and things. Yes, so that is why it was made in black and white. So that's that one. Staying with Psycho, where is, not where was, where is Psycho Motel based? I didn't know there were one, but there is. Route 66. Where the hell Route? Oh, that's through Arizona, isn't it? Is it through Arizona? Route 66. Yes, that's. No. 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 Not near mine either, Gertie, I'll tell you. Although sometimes you think, looking around in my house, you think it were here. Oh dear. No. If you're not going to get it, I'm going to tell you. You want me to tell you? Yeah, Rachel, I can believe that too. Oh my God. Clock's going. No. Right, so I'm going to tell you because I didn't even know there were one, to be honest, but there was a motel, a Psycho motel based in Aldergrove in British Columbia, and that's where it is now. So that one was a no-go for anybody. Okay. Sort of, like yeah, it's I was reading up about it. There's one or two that sort of been loosely, and I mean loosely, based on real events. So, number 11. Who You're all going to get this. Who was the author of Frankenstein? You're all going to get this. It is, Hayley, you've got it. It's Mary Shelley, not Mary Shelley, but I'm sure she was very merry when she got all the money after doing it. That's for Hayley. Next, yeah, this is a good question, this. Sticking with Frankenstein, what year was the very first film, Frankenstein? Yes, it's close. Yeah, Gertie got it, 1931. It were a process of elimination, that one, weren't it? Yes, it was 31. Right, who played the monster in that Frankenstein film? Who played the monster? Oh, them two are lazy lots. They've gone to sleep, both of them. Yeah, Ailey, it was Boris Karloff. Yes, you're right. Okay, it is. Yep. That's Ailey got that one. Right, number 14. This is another one that was loosely taken from a real event. Who was Chainsaw Massacre based on? Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Did I say Texas? Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Who was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre based on? Again, with a little buggy or husband, didn't you get that? Don't come near us. I'm brackled. Are you back? We're looking at who was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre based on, Marissa. Wow, Hayley, yes, you're right. It is. Ed Gein. It's not Jen, it's Jean, but yeah, you're right. Obviously it and it says the answer was Edward Gein was suspected to have 7 victims between 1954 and 1957. So that's Hayley, right? Right. Number 15. Oh, we're shooting through them. Number 15. Who played the leading man in The Mummy? And it's not a black and white The Mummy. It's more recent Mummy. Rachel's got that, yeah. She's Brendan Fraser. That's Rachel. Oh, yeah, you're on the board, Rachel. Now then, who played the Mummy? You know. Who played the... Wow, Hayley, yeah. That was the next question, so you got that anyway. Hayley. Right. What year did it come out? The Mummy. Now, I was surprised at this. Marissa's got that one. It is 1999. It was, yes. Who played the Scorpion King? I mean, I was just going to say I need a bit more than The Rock. Haley, sorry. Dwayne Johnson, it was. Yeah. You do have to give me his name rather than a thingy. Who got that now? Tracy. Right. Who played the sorceress? In the Scorpion King. Bloody hell, her and her husband are right there, aren't they? Oh my God. It was Kelly who I can't get over you, Haley. I mean, is that all you do all day? Sit and watch horror films? I'm only kidding. In what year was the first Scorpion King made? It's working. It's working. Haley's got that one as well. Wow. Well done, Haley. We've got a tie, peeps. We have Marissa on 7, and we also have Haley on 7. So, well done, girls. It's nice to have a tie again. We had a tie last week as well. Gertie came in with 3, Tracy got 3, and Rachel was a late arrival, so she got 1. But well done, everybody. Give yourselves a pat on the back. That was good. I enjoyed that. I did. And I like it when you give me daft answers because it makes me laugh. Oh dear, it does. So, not showing you my baby yet, have I? She's asleep at the minute. Woo. You are good at it, Haley. I wasn't ready then. That's beauty of me being on right side at quiz. I wonder if she'd let me pick her up. It's Callie, it's Cal still here, and Laura. I can't bring her on unless Cal and Laura are with us. Are you still here, ladies? So, what have you been all up to today then, anyway? Have you done anything really wonderful? Stripping. Oh, now we know what you... Yeah, you'll tell us how. Now we know what you and your hubby get up to. Oh, do you want to come to mine, Tracy? He left you calling you Tracy for some reason. Oh my God, mine is absolutely... I've literally had to dig my swim machine out. I had a pair of trousers to show up with Harry, work trousers. And I had a pair of trousers, and I only wore them once, and they literally come open, you know, in crotch, cross where they cross over seams. All that lot come out. Oh, I've got fabric everywhere. I'm starting my Christmas, my little Christmas gifty things I made last year. I did little Mrs. Claus to people, send out. Oh, dishwasher. I hate empty dishwasher, you know. I'm not on my own either. Nobody else wants to do it. It's strange. You put it in, but you won't take it out. Oh, dear. Oh, what's the matter with your baby, Gertie? Hope it's not serious. we've got to go to vets for Poppy. Not Poppy doesn't need to go, and I'm needing. Apparently, I had a message on phone that she's due for some more worming tablets, so we've got to go and get them. But where we have to go for them, I think it was yesterday, the whole road had been closed off. There'd been a wagon overturned. It's a bit of a country road. And it's been closed off both ends, so police have got it closed off. I don't know what. I know it's the cemetery. It said that there were a wagon overturned. That's happened a few times. They treat that road stupid. It's such. I mean, it's not a bad road really, and it's reasonably wide in places. It does get a little bit narrow, but when we've been going down there, it's surprising just how many people don't slow down enough to turn off onto one of other, you know, to go to into one of other villages. It's ridiculous, really. I know. I know. We were paying. It was getting silly, our vets. Before I changed vets, we were like, it costing us like nearly £100 a month for Rosie on it, and they weren't even doing anything. All the stuff, we were just pumping it full of tablets that weren't doing anything. I changed the vet and spoke to a lady that we know in town, talking to her one day, and she said, there's a vet near us and he's brilliant. And we went there with her, and straight away says, she's got her on wrong antibiotics, they've got her on wrong steroids, puts her on, he changes everything, all the meds, and she started picking up straight away. But then she started with this breathing trouble, and you know, rest, lost her in July. Oh, and I look at her every day. I've got her, we had her cremated, and I've got a lovely little cask up here, and I've just got a little angel cherub on it, on top of it for the moment. I'm going to put a bit of lacy stuff on it and trim it up a bit. Plus Phoebe, I had Phoebe cremated. I've got her up here as well. Female the Jack or son. Our vet, there's this new vet. I mean, when she'd gone in, we took her in the morning as early as we could, because we knew she'd had a bad night. She'd not slept. She couldn't even lay down. And I were like, you know, it were about, I were running around garage at 3 o'clock in the morning trying to find an emergency number for our vets, and I couldn't find one anywhere. And apparently, if I'd have rung normal office, it would have put me through, but we didn't know that. I took her next morning. Well, Harry actually took her to vets next morning. Oh no, we both went. That's right, we did. We both went. And vet says, you do know you could lose her, and we knew it was serious. And we said, yeah, we realised that. And I gave her a cuddle and a kiss, and said, see you later. But I didn't. Well, I did. They called. Well, Harry called them up to find out if we could go and fetch her back if she were all right. And she passed away 15 minutes before he phoned, just like that. She'd only just died, and we went through, and they took us in back to see her, and I loved her, kissed her and stroked her and told her I loved her, and I was just a mess, all falling apart. And I went really, really down into a dark place after that. So, because we weren't going to have another, we were definitely not going to have another dog, but I couldn't bear it. I couldn't bear it not having a dog. I've always had dogs. Every house I've lived in, we've had dogs. First time I hadn't got a dog, and it was like, oh, no, can't do this. So we got Poppy. Talking of which, I'm going to go and come in, Robert, she said on my dad's knee, I'm going to go and fetch her. Watch this space. where's my baby? Where's my baby? Here's my baby. She was tired and sleepy. Oh, yeah. She's still falling asleep. Oh. Yes, she is. Isn't she beautiful? Oh, are you gorgeous? I know. Are you gorgeous? Right, Mummy. Mummy. She's fabulous. Oh, what a long tongue you have. Yeah, I guess. Oh, I said, just do what your own tongue. She's lovely. She's a toy poodle. A toy poodle. Yeah.
It's not a toy, it's trouble.
She's licking my hand because somebody bit me yesterday. And she's trying to make it better now. You're beautiful. You're sleepy. You're sleepy, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's gorgeous. Let's put my thing up and then you can sit on. You can sit on my knee. She'll probably end up going back to her daddy. She's a proper daddy's girl. She's not mine. Oh, that's a big stretch baby, end up like a cottage dog. She's all legs though. Oh, yesterday was so funny. To the point I nearly peed. Well, I did just about pee myself yesterday, laughing. I was working in craft room through over there. It's like Harry's built a little wooden extension onto the house back, and I use it for my craft room. And he says she's got a bag of some sort, and she was running. She run outside. So I jumped up and run after her because I didn't know what it was she'd got, and it could be something that's got something in that might hurt her, if you know what I mean. So I went outside after her, and she put it down on. We've got a long lawn, a really long lawn, and wide, and every time I went to her, I would go into her to pick it up. She'd pick it up and she'd run round, and she's like a greyhound. Oh my God, she's so fast. And I said, I'm not playing a game. I want, give it me. Give it, Mummy. And she'd put it down, and you come and fetch it, Mummy. And as soon as I walked to her, she'd grab it and she'd run round garden again. And then Harry come outside. And he tried to catch her, and he come. There were a pair of us stood in the middle of the lawn, being ourselves laughing because she was just circled round and round. And I'm not kidding. My stomach hurt. I was laughing that much. And oh dearie me, and being an old lady, you know, your bladder's a little bit on weak side. Oh my God, it was so funny. And I just, I'm going to have to go in and sit down because I can't stand up. I can't breathe. Oh, dearie me. But she is. She's a little sweetheart, really. But oh, dearie me. She had us on a game yesterday. It was so funny, really. And she's actually, they are, Rachel, I agree. They definitely are. Although I do love cats as well. But she entertains us in the sense that she's got outside of her bed. She sleeps on our bed, but downstairs she's got a proper little doggy bed. And she's got a white box full of toys, all sorts of different toys. And she'll go into the box and she'll fetch a toy out and she'll play with it for ages. Totally happy to play on her own with the toy. She doesn't need us all the time. If she does, she'll bring one to us and we have to throw it because it's a long lounge. We just throw it and it was under the table or whatever. She chases after it and she's quite happy to do that. Or sometimes we'll have her at Stiggy and Middle and Harry and I'll throw a small soft toy to each other and she's running backwards and forwards. But she does tend to grab. And this is why I keep having bandages and plasters on my hands. Because Poppy keeps grabbing me and her teeth are like needles and they're razor sharp. And my skin tears just looking at it. So, but I mean, we love her to bits. But she can be a little bugger. She gets tissues. I use tissues. I've got a nebulizer that I use. And I usually dry my nebulizer out with a tissue, screw it up pretty, and I've got a little bin outside of me. And she can't get right to the bottom of the bin, but it's bin's getting about half full, and there's a tissue on top. She pinches tissue. There's nothing on it that can hurt her. So anyway, I've dried my nebulizer out with, but she shreds it everywhere. And a few weeks ago now, I don't know whether you heard this one, but I was working in my craft room, doing some bits and pieces. And she got a piece of card, like a half of the long bit of A4 sheet of card on the floor behind me. And I hadn't been paying her any attention, getting on with what I was doing. And Harry come through. I think he come through to give me a drink or something. And he says, have you seen what she's done at back here behind you? So I just looked down. She threaded this piece of paper, this piece of card, all over. And I just looked at Harry and I said, Daddy, she's grafting. Well, that set me off again. She is so funny. Oh my God. And she's like, she skips like a baby goat. If you look at a baby goat, how it sort of skips, bounces about, she's all legs. And she just sort of, first she's on the floor, then she's on your knee. You don't see it, you don't see her. She's there. 1 minute she's not, and then minute she is. Oh, she's so fast. And she's funny. Aren't you, Popsy Doodle Doodle? My little noodle doodle. Oh dear. She's a sweetheart, but she's all Harry. Oh, she definitely, only time she comes to me is when he's gone out now. She used to share us, sort of, we used to have to share her before, but now there's no sharing, it's her, it's hers. She's his, I mean. She's just took over. She wears the trousers in this house, definitely. Don't you, baby girl? Hey, what are you doing? She's got this thing about she gets in pounds position, if you know what I mean. Front legs down and a chin over her and a bum up in air all the time. She stalks up on her toys as if they're going to run away from her. She does, and then she'll pounce on them quick before they move. And we bought her a noisy squeaky door, really noisy squeaky door. And she likes that, and she squeaks it a lot. Don't you, Popsy Doodle? She's funny. She really is funny. I don't know. But we have some fun with her. She hasn't, I mean, she's, she's company, isn't she? That's the thing. That's what counts. That's all that matters. I don't know, but she's a little sweetheart. She's under the table. But I got into trouble from Harry and from Claire because I had her groomed in a poodle coat. Can't do that again. Nobody thinks it looks nice. she looks like a poodle. I said, she's supposed to look like a poodle. In fact, my grandson, my eldest grandson, says, oh, she looks like a poodle now, Nanny. And I said, she's a poodle. He said, I wish she should. But before, she was just like really shabby chic. So she's got to go back to shabby chic. Yeah. You, I'm talking about you. Yes, you. She's looking at me. Yeah, she's a little sweetheart, really. Still miss Rosie, though. Really miss Rosie. Rosie was my dog, though. She was all me. Mostly me. Whereas, only time I get Poppy is when Harry's gone out shopping. She doesn't like being left when we both have to go out. Oh, this is a senior moment for you. I was supposed to go for a mammogram last week. And I read the letter as Friday 25th. So on Friday, off we went, got a parking space straight away, blimey. Did well there, but disabled parking. But we parked at front of hospital, so we had to sort of go through hospital, indoors, through hospital to mammogram bit. A mammography department. And got to the window and I handed her my letter. She says, this was for Wednesday. I says, what do you mean it was for Wednesday? It was the 23rd, not 25th. I tell you, I can't read anymore. I'm really getting bad. So they've made me another one now. I've got to go on 22nd of November. Talking of mammograms, I just would like to ask everybody to say a little prayer, if you can, for Linda, and that's Diamond Painting Dreamer. She's had a mammogram done and they've got to do a biopsy. She was going, I think, today for a biopsy. She did talk about it a little bit yesterday on her video. She did a whip and chat. But the week before, she did a video to say that she'd been for a mammogram and they found something. And she was really, really, you could tell she was worried. You could tell she was really worried. And I did feel so sorry for her. I thought, oh my God. And it made me think, I'm supposed to be going on Friday. Well, I should have gone on Wednesday, not Friday. But I've got mine creeping up on me. But I know, I always feel, you know, if this MP should go, it's not good to miss these things, because you just never know. You don't know what's around the corner, do you, ever? So yeah, so poor old Linda, she's not worried though, and I mean, I was a bit surprised actually listening to her. Was it today that she did that video this morning? I can't remember now, it might have been this morning. She says, she says, I'm not having chemo and I'm not having a mastectomy. She says, if it's going to take me, it's going to take me. And I thought, oh, she's very brave. I couldn't do that. But yeah, she doesn't want to. If they can't treat her, we are doing all, you know, because I know chemotherapy does make you ill. My friend had cancer in her stomach, or near her stomach somewhere. It was quite bad before they found it, and she had chemo, and she looked awful when she was having chemo. And it weren't long after she passed away. And I thought, well, all you've done is made her life miserable. Just, you know. Yeah, when I saw Kathleen, my friend Kathleen, I didn't recognise her. I didn't live near. We used to be neighbours. I used to live next door to them till I got divorced, and we moved. Obviously, got to sell house and everything. But I kept in touch, always kept in touch with her, because I had my baby, my son was born just after we moved into that house next door to them, and she were always around, and it were like she was his second mother, and he always were around at Auntie Cass, you know, and that sort of thing. And they'd arranged, her daughter was getting married, and they brought the wedding forward in the hopes that Kathleen would be still, you know, able to go, but she went before, I think 6 weeks, passed away 6 weeks before wedding, which was a shame. But quite honestly, when I saw her, the last time I saw her, which would be I think about a month before she died, and she looked shocking then, and she was just falling asleep all the time, and you know, she couldn't, I mean, because David, well, her husband, swine, he were, I think he'd already got himself somebody else, you know, getting that in early sort of thing. And he'd say, "You've got visitors, Kathleen, don't go to sleep, you know, talk to them," and they were like, and I said, "David, leave her, you know, it's not her fault, leave her, she's fine, we're not stopping anyway, but we're not going to hang about, you know, don't want people, you know, are looking at her and what have you, because, you know, what else can you do when they're drowsy?" And well, she looked terrible. In fact, I tell you, I hardly recognised her. It were in very short time, very quick, because they had she had some surgery done, and surgeon said afterwards he couldn't get it all, and all they could do now was medicate, and apparently they sent to Western Park in Sheffield is the cancer patient. Hi, Crafted Seasons, welcome. And there was a London specialist actually at Western Park when they were there, and he'd heard it. I think, I don't know whether it'd been going through, you know, notes of all going, you know, new or anything, but he picked hers up and he said, "I'd like to go and I'd like to see this lady." So they called Kath and David in, and he said, "I've been known to just keep at it and at it and at it till I get it all." He said, "So I would like to try and get you, you know, get it all for you." And they said, "Anything's better than this." So they tried, but he couldn't get it all. It was too far gone. And the thing was, if it had been a little bit earlier, you know, I mean, not his fault, of course, but I think we're talking about just a matter of months, he would have been able to save her, but it was too late. Her surgeon were interested. It was just, you know, you could tell where David were talking when he came back and been to hospital. Well, that were a waste of bloody time, weren't it? And I said, "Why?" He said, "Oh, they can't do all this. He's not interested, you know." So that was that. And this London surgeon, he was a specialist, he said he would try, but he did try, but he couldn't do anything, too late. So cancer is a terrible thing. I mean, they say we've all got them in our bodies. It's just a matter of if and when, really, isn't it? I don't know whether that's true, really, but I do feel for people that, you know, suffer it. I tell you, I mean, there were a lot on, I think it was Facebook. There seemed to be a lot of, going on about a lot of cancer people that have had cancer, celebrities, that sort of thing. And they put Patrick Swayze's up, and I went into it. And that man was not, he didn't look anything like Patrick Swayze. He were only 40-ish, just over 40 or just over. And he looked like a really, really, really old man, like 90, 110, you know. I couldn't believe it because I used to think, oh God, he's good. I loved him, Patrick Swayze. And his wife wouldn't let anybody near him, wouldn't allow him visitors or anything. She wouldn't let anybody. She just kept all his family away from him. She kept his friends away from him. Terrible. Yeah, she got control of everything, and nobody could get near him. It's actually, if you're interested in that kind of thing, it's worth reading his story, and there were a big piece about it. But I bet if you googled it, you'd be able to find it. It was, yeah, really quite interesting how he went and what went through him. Oh, who didn't see him, who tried to get to his family, couldn't get to him, and his friends couldn't get to him. They were all wondering what you were doing to him. Just trying to think, who just died fairly recent. Was it Freddie Starr that got cancer, Harry? I know he just died, didn't he, on his own in his flat, Freddie Starr, fairly recent. But it's funny when, you know, there are so many, and you start looking at your friends and you think, oh my God, you know, I'm the lucky one, I ain't got it yet, touch wood. You know, we're very fortunate if we haven't, and I always like to support these groups, you know, the medical people that deal with all this, because it takes some courage, I think, on their part. But on a better note, anybody started Christmas shopping yet? Come on, who's Christmas shopping? Anybody started Christmas shopping? I've started doing my Christmas bits and bobs. She's gone back on her dad's knee, you see. I pinched her and she's still gone back. Harry, what's that red on her foot? Oh. I thought her foot, bright red. I thought, oh my God, she's a bloody squeaky cheek. When things crop up like that, it makes me think all sorts of things. It does. I don't know. But you do whittle about them if you see, don't you? Yeah, Christmas shopping. No, I haven't. Honest to God, I haven't. I was going to do, but we've not got round to it. Not at all. And my daughter was supposed to be taking me out on Wednesday last week. Sorry, no, Wednesday this week, tomorrow, but day after tomorrow. She messaged me on Wednesday last week. Guess where we're going on Friday? They've gone to play me Malta for a week, haven't they? After that, you're coming back on Wednesday to take me shopping. No, it's all right. I'll take you next week. Bless her. I said, oh, you know, good for you. Go take these breaks while you can. It's nice, isn't it? But I don't have a lot to do anyway, Christmas shopping. There's only Claire and Glenn and 2 boys, really. And then just chucky bits for grandkids next door, and I make them get a big tin of biscuits or sweeties for them, Paul and Carol. We don't do a lot of that. I mean, Harry don't swap gifts or all like that. It's a bit pointless when it's a joint bank account, you know, and I can't go shopping without him unless Claire takes me. I saw something on Facebook. I'm sure it were only last week where there's only 9 Thursdays or whatever it were, Wednesdays left before Christmas. And I thought, well, that's all I needed to know. Blimey, that, I mean, my birthday's 2 weeks before Christmas. And I'm sneaking, creeping up, and I don't really want to sneaky creep up. Ye gods. You know, when you're about 40, you don't ever think about approaching, you know, you're approaching 70. Faster and faster. It gets nearer every year, isn't it? But I don't even know if I'm going to bother Christmas tree up this year because of Lickland. We've got, he's put some lovely lights. They're like globes, only from town shop, but they just light up nice around his, got 2 potted conifers or whatever. And he's put these here ball globe thing lights, solar, in each pots and damp fence and what have you. And she pulls tops off and she plays, she throws them around the garden like a ball, because that's what they like, a ball. So none of them work now because Poppy's been playing with them. Nothing is sacred with Poppy. Absolutely nothing. She's so funny. Oh, and just watching her tires me out. She does. And she'll be right quiet all day. Well, most of the day, like tonight. Really quiet, sleeping, being a really, really good girl. When we go to bed, it starts. And she's biting Harry's hair, biting his nose, licking his face. He has to get under the covers and tries to hide from her. So he hides from her, and then she goes to mirror on wardrobe door, and she starts barking and like pretending to go for it. We keep telling her there's nobody there, it's only her, but I'm sure she doesn't believe us. Yeah, she's found that. And the thing is as well, she doesn't, fortunately, she's not got a really loud bark, being a little dog, but Carol's on the other side of the wall, that wall, you know, that's her bed. And she can hear anything. She can hear a pin dropping at night, Carol, because she moaned about owls hooting outside as it's flying over, you know, at night. I've never heard it yet. I've heard it, but not at night. It's never, you know, never when we've been in bed. But she does. She has everything. But, no, Poppy, I read, you see, when I go to bed, I can't get straight down and go to sleep. If I do, it's because I'm not well. If I'm not well, then I can lay straight down and zonk out, that's it. But otherwise, I have to read in bed. And I've got this particular set of books. They keep going from all the different characters. Each of the main characters have all had like 4 books wrote about their part of, you know, and it's sort of like all shooting out from first beginning of the story. So there's about, there must be about 30 books all to the same thing. And it's been really good, and I've really enjoyed reading them. I'm not last one up to now, but I know there is another one coming out. And I don't know, I think that might be the last one to the whole series. But it's been good. I've really enjoyed it. Lindsay Hall, Dragon's Gift. And it all started out with 3 girls that didn't know they got special powers, sort of thing. Well, they did, but they didn't know what they should do with them. It's a good story anyway, and I've really enjoyed them. There's been very many adventures on the way, reading them all. enjoy it like that. I've got this Dragons Tamers Academy one that I've got on audiobook. And other night I was sat doing 2 nights, sat doing Big Dragon DP, and I sort of literally went through a whole book in 2 evenings. So I thought, oh dear, I've only got one left, and there's another one to come, and I can't get it till next month, I believe. Okay, Marissa, thanks for coming. Been lovely having you, and well done on the quiz. Pat on the back. Yeah, so I'm enjoying that one as well. But Marissa put me onto this Libby on Libby app, and it's the libraries. She said you get all audio books you want for free on there. So tonight, just before I came on, I was a few minutes late coming on. I'm normally punctual, but I was a few minutes late tonight. But it was because I was setting that on. And then I got it on, as far as I know, anyway, I think I have. But then I couldn't get out of it. So, but I'll fathom it now. Because they're free. I mean, the books I'm getting at the moment, they're through audiobooks on Amazon. And you get it's $7.99 a month, but you get 1 credit every month. And 1 credit will cover you for 1 book. And I was getting ready for the 2nd book of this, what I've just been saying. I've actually listened to it in 2 nights. I was getting ready for that before a month were up. And I went to go and see how much it were to buy it. And it was £16 something. Now, I'm not paying that for a book. Not for an audio book, you know. So I wouldn't pay that for a paperback, hardback, I wouldn't. So I didn't get it, and I waited while I ended month, and of course I got me one credit, so I got it with that. And then last month, I got a box set for 1 credit, because it says 1 credit. It doesn't matter if it's a full box set, doesn't matter how big your book is. You only need 1 credit. But if you've got like a box set of books, that 1 credit covers all the box set. So in that particular sense, it's value for money, because it's $7.99 a month. So, but I'm thinking about, I might go on Amazon Prime, because I've had quite a few things through Amazon. In 6 months, I've placed 46 orders, and most of the time I'm paying postage and packaging. And you get postage and package free if you're on Prime, don't you? So, you know, that 79 quid is well worth it. But you've no postage and packing, even if it's coming from abroad. I think that's how it works anyway. I did have Prime for a while, but at that particular time, it was mostly for television. But we didn't watch films or like that, so we stopped it. So that did that. But it might be worth me while now, because I've started buying stuff on Amazon. There's things like this triple thick glue. I'm just going on a crafty item, but it's really good stuff. I watch Happy Birds Glitter Nest. She's good. She does some lovely stuff, and she uses this all the time. So I thought, I'll try that, and I got a little tub like that off eBay, and it was quite dear. And I thought, but I mean, I'm not buying that very often. Anyway, just out of curiosity, I went on Amazon. I was looking on Amazon for something else, and I thought, while I'm on, I'll have a look and see if I can get any from there. And the bigger double-sized jar, which was an 8-ounce jar, were only about £2 more than what I paid for 4 ounce, and it was free delivery. So, you know, I went and bought one. But some of it sometimes is quite expensive, either on Amazon you've got to shop. You got to shop around, you know. But I mean, think about I like my big A4, my big A2 desk easel. It's made from the works, and if I ordered it from the works on internet, and I don't mean through Amazon, just on internet, online store works, the postage and packaging would be $4.99, I think it were, and it was $1.99 by ordering it from through Amazon. No brainer, is it really? So I got mine through Amazon, and that was through Cal. Were on about it because she got one from there, and I thought, well, I'll go and have a look at that, because I'd got a very small desk easel, but it's an A4 size, and it's not really very good for much. It's all right to stand a book up to look, you know, if you have it on the floor, you have to stand a book up to have a look, but it's not really very good for diamond painting, I don't think. My big one's great, especially with this great big thing I've got on it at the minute. Yeesh. And God knows how the hell I'm going to frame it. I don't know how I'm going to frame it. It's massive. I've got we bought a big television. That's the blooming pictures, cinema screen, that thing. But I said to him, don't throw a box away because I might need that. He says, oh, what for now? And I said, for me painting to frame it, because I've not got anything else big enough. So that's what I've saved it for. I cover it in wrapping paper. I did a small one, actually. In fact, it's upstairs in our bedroom, my own fridge upstairs. I've done one or two with wrapping paper, and that whiteboard, grey board. And they make great, just for small, like mandalas or like that sort of size. I've done one that size. Then that's not seen. I've just finished that one and framed it last night. Okay, Julie. Well, I hope you find it okay. Night, sweetheart. Good luck with that Libby. I've got it, but I don't know how to use it yet. But I suppose, like everything else, you've got to get used to it, haven't you? So, but I just, as I say, I just use wrapping paper. Only thing you have got to be careful about is the fact that it tears easy, wrapping paper these days, doesn't it? I don't mean brown paper, I mean decorative. But I don't want a tool like that, and they look really nice. If you use a good sort of solid background, like grey board, and you can use one. I think I've used a 2mm on mine, but you can use a 1mm just the same. You know, if you're going to be hanging it up, it don't matter. It's not going to get knocked about, is it? So it's worth, it's worth doing it with that. But I just quickly did that last night because it would just been laid around and it was getting knocked about here, there, and everywhere. And I thought, oh, that's going to end up getting spoiled. I'm going to get it straight into a frame, and then it can be put up somewhere, probably at the front stairs somewhere, or I don't know. We're not one for, well, I'm saying we're not one for pictures. I've got family portraits here of Claire and boys and her husband, and I've got me elephants and me tigers on that end. That's a big one on my chimney breast up at that end. And then I've got a humongous mirror, gilded mirror on this chimney breast. So I don't know where they're all going, all these diamond paintings that I'm doing. But I seal them anyway first now. I've got to the stage where if I seal them, I'm not too worried about it. I've got them in big folders. I bought a portfolio. To say how much it were, it doesn't hold a lot. But it does hold the bigger ones. But having said that, one of my big ones is like folded over it. It's rolled over at top because it's not quite big enough. So you've got to, I suppose, really need to be framing them straight away, really, rather than saving them. I've got loads done that need framing. I've got loads of frames too. I've just not got around to matching a frame to each painting, but I will get round to it. I tell you, I've started big stacking. Put a load of Stampin' Up stamps on eBay tonight, and there's a few more to go on later. Not tonight, but you know, when I get 5 minutes. I couldn't remember how I did it. I did it before. While working with Stampin' Up, I did it before because there were a load that the things went, they took them off. So they were like past, retired them. So what I did, they were retired stamps, they were retired dies, they were retired punches. And I thought, oh my God, I'm stuck with all these things. And then I decided to put them on eBay. You know, I got over £200. I got a lot. There were a lot to sell. I got over £200 back. And I thought, that's a big lump of money back in my pocket, you know, for stuff. And I've got all these stamp sets in my craft room, taking up space. I don't use them. So, you know, it's no brainer, isn't it? Put them on eBay, get rid of them, and then have more money to plough back into your crafting stuff. Although it'll be a while before I need to buy anything much. Just need some bits and bobs for me Christmassy stuff. Because I don't usually keep much of a stock on or out like that for Christmas, but mostly fabrics and that, you know, for me various things. I am using some other bits of fabrics as well. I'm having a go at making these gnomes. Have you seen them? They are cute. But I went on eBay tonight, this afternoon, looking at these polystyrene cones. I thought they're expensive on there. And then it's telling you the size of ball, you know, polystyrene balls. Bleeding. It's not ink on me, and I wonder what it were. Looks like a snake bite, doesn't it? Yeah, so just a few bits and bobs that I need to get to that, so I can have a go at them. And so it's more stuff to go. I don't know what I'll be putting up next. Probably dies, because I've got a load of Stampin' Up dies that I don't use. I've got more. I bought dies from AliExpress for like a £1, even sets of dies, like little nesting sets of dies, hearts and stars and that, for £1 in AliExpress. And they're charging an arm and a leg, Stampin' Up and all these other places. So I got myself quite a lot of them, and I use them where I don't use Stampin' Up ones. So get rid of them. Make a bit of space. See, now I've got a thing. It's actually a CD case thing, DVD case, shelf thing. And you normally have it on long ways, but I've got it on the sideways. And I had all my Stampin' Up stamps stood up in there all the way along my wall. And now all that space is empty. And I've got some of them little sets of drawers that you get from a pound shop and that. They will all fit in there, slot in there, and leave me all that space for other stuff. Hiya, Jane Marge, welcome, you caught me. How you doing, Chuck? We've had Poppy on, but she's gone back to sleep again. I had to wake her up to say hello to everybody because she was just being downright lazy. And she's going to come to life at night when we go to bed. Oh, I'm good, Dad, you okay? Done your last thingy for crafts for you, haven't you? Now, till New Year. You're going to start again in New Year for it. Well, I've got. Okay, Tracy, thanks for coming, Chuck. Good night, take care, and I'll see you again later next week. Maybe even on your Wednesday, which I'll try dropping on you. We just, not talking about anything in particular, anything that springs to mind. So throw it in there. I like to do little knick-knack things for Christmas, and I've been watching quite a few videos on YouTube for various things. One of the things I wanted was some fur fabric. Have you seen how much fur fabric is? I was gobsmacked, because not that long ago, well, yeah, it is now, I suppose, I used to make night dress cases, bag post night dress cases with the fabric. We used to call them bag posts. They didn't look out like bag posts really, but they were tats. Night dress cases for on bed, and I made dozens of them. I even made like a little white seal cub for our Claire on Christmas. When I say little, I mean, we weren't that little, we were such a biggish like so. And it was lovely. And it was no to get a yard of fur fabric. Now you're looking at £12, £15. Oh, I'm not that desperate. I'm just not that desperate. And what I will do, I think it for me, like my beards and my tashes and what have you, for these gnomes that I'm going to try and do, I'm going to use wool and brush it, comb it, one wool through before I put it on, and it could be furry like, you know. Yeah, I'm glad you're getting a bit of a break from it though. You paid 11. You paid £11 for. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. I just can't believe how much it's gone up. But I think, you know, when you've been not doing a certain thing for a good long time, because I was making stuff like that while I was in Orkney, and that was 2006, and so it's 13 years ago. I can't believe how much it's gone up. Even to look at bits and bobs remnants that the people have used, and they're wanting £8 for it, and I think no, not when it scraps. I won't pay that. I only want bits, but no. I did actually find, I think it's a small child's white fur bolero type jacket in charity shop, and I bought it. It weren't expensive. I bought it. I don't know exactly where to put my hand on it at the minute, because I am shifting a lot of stuff around while I'm de-stacking everything. Chucking stuff out that I don't need, and stuff that I don't really think anybody else would want. You know, it's just rubbish. And I won't thank anybody for sending me rubbish. So, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want to give it to anybody because it's rubbish. If I don't think it's worth using, I won't part with it that way. I'll chuck it in the bin. I mean, it's not even just like useful to other people, but it's just rubbish. paper, decoupage papers, sheets that are all shabby and screwed up, you know, they've been bunched up somehow. They've gone in bin, I'm not messing about. I'm not ironing them or messing about. Because I want to get on with me, I want to get on with my Christmas bits and bobs to do. Because I do like making my little Christmas things, because send them out. Tell you, last year I made Mrs. Claus, and everybody thought they were lovely. And I thought, well, I might do some Mrs. Clauses in white rather than in red this year. I might do. I've not made my mind up about that. My only problem is at the moment, I don't know where my latex fabric's gone that I use for faces. You know, I bought some skin tone proper stuff. And I've no idea where I put it. I know I've got some left, but I've no idea where I put it. And of course, I've been getting more and more stuff. So putting it on top and on top and on top, wherever is underneath it, I've no idea where it is. In fact, Claire gave me some, my daughter. She says, can you do me a favour? Can you do anything with these pearls? It were a mother-in-law's bracelet that Val wearing it and it broke. And it were only on that, like that stretchy elastic stuff for bracelets. She says, oh, for crying out loud. I said, I chucked that stuff away before now. I won't use it, stretchy. I think memory wire is much better and I think they look nicer anyway. So I says to her, would she be happy if I did it on that, but I'll need to put some of my own. Oh, okay. Yeah, I will, Jane Marge. I've got to clear my desk. I've just had to dig my sewing machine out from under a lot of stuff. That's the reason I'm wanting to move stuff around, getting stuff chucked out and getting stuff sold so that I've got room to put the stuff that I do use, you know, in situ. Because I've got two lovely units and a long piece of worktop upstairs in the other craft room waiting to come down. And we can't do that until I can clear some stuff. But they want clearing upstairs off it. And this one down here wants to, on Oldham, that wants clearing off and that wants chucking. So I can that new bit down. I'm trying to get it done, but it's not easy when you know, I can't always breathe. I can't run up and downstairs like I used to do. I've got a stair lift, but it's slow. It is definitely ongoing. And I'm approaching 68, so, you know, I'm slowing down on a daily basis, I think. But apart from anything else, and I know this is a bit on a morbid note, but if what happened to me now, I'm 78, I've not got what you call good health. He's got to get rid of everything. And I mean, if it were left to Harry, he'd put it all in a bin, or he'd get a skip and chuck it all in. And know you are, oh dear, big 6-0. Been there, done it, honest. I'm sure 68 will hurt me more than 68 you. But yeah, I've got to make myself some room to work. And apart from, like I say, it will be better for Harry that he ain't got to worry about him. Hiya, Cassie, welcome. Not seen you for a while. Are you okay? You been ill or you just been busy? Busy doing? But I want to get some stuff done. I'm getting me mojo's coming back slowly. The stuff I want to have a go at. Like these gnomes. I'd like to do some more Mrs. Clauses. So I'll show you how to do. They're not difficult though. I think I watched somebody do a similar thing. In fact, I'm not sure if it weren't Pauline Mills I watched. And I just put my own stamp on it and did it in red. Put white, little tiny white lace round and put a mop hat on, mop cap. And put lace round her cuffs and her skirt. And that were it basically. Oh, and I made her some little wire glasses. Well, they're easy enough to do anyway. But I've seen another lady on here. Oh, what do we call her? Jane March is worth going and having a look at as well. I'll send you a link, Jane March, because she makes some lovely, you know, biggish dolly things. And yeah, so I'll send you her. She's brilliant too. I love watching her. You can't understand her though. She's a foreigner. Well, I'm saying you won't understand. You might be able to speak her language, but I can't understand her. I just have sound off because it's you know, when you've got sound on and somebody's talking in a foreign language, you've not a clue what they're saying, and I can't concentrate on what she's doing, watching what she's doing, trying to listen to her. I've just not got that ability anymore. But she's great. I've been watching her. I only found her not yesterday, day before. I found her channel. Golly, they call it Golo. Oh, I just can't think. I forgot what they call her, but she's good. So, yeah, I mean, I like messing me up like that, you know. Yeah, I just turn it off, Jane March. You just turn sound off because it puts me off. Don't mean it puts me off watching. It puts me off. I can't concentrate. If that's what I mean to say. I'm that busy trying to listen to what they're saying and not understanding and not paying attention to what they're doing. I've got the attention span of a goldfish. I'll tell you. I don't know. But, you know, I really do like doing stuff on the sewing machine. And that's one of the reasons I want to get back to doing the sewing machine bits. But the gnome things, I've watched a lot of different ones. Some are doing them with socks. Hiya, Janet, welcome, glad you've made it. We're just generally chatting about different tutorials and videos and foreigners doing and not being able to understand what they're saying. Me. Oh, bless you. Well, it's just a natter time, isn't it now, really? We did quiz earlier, and we got a tie, two winners. Did a Halloween one this week. Being as it's Halloween and all that on Thursday, isn't it? So, but yeah, I'm going with gnomes. I want to do a Mrs. Clauses in white with gold. I did bright red with white lace last time. Oh, happy birthday, Kyle. Bless. Oh, bless you, Janet. Don't blame me. I can't fault you for that having a nap. Harry does. I can't unless If I'm feeling not well, then I sleep on the sofa in the day. Otherwise, I can't sleep during the day, otherwise I won't sleep at night. As it is, I have struggled going to bed at night to sleep. That's why I read in bed. Because I just can't nod off like that. I didn't read for long last night. Sometimes if Poppy's in a bit of a hyper mood, which she does sometimes, we can't get settled, so we have to turn the light off. But my Kindle has got a paper light, so they've got the light backlight, so I can still read. It's not a problem. And we turn lamp off so that she'll settle. But last night she settled on her own straight away virtually. So I just carried on reading for a little while, and then I'm doing great, Janet, to be honest. I did actually sort me. We didn't change doctors, but we've gone for the online option because my daughter was talking to somebody. My daughter was talking to somebody one day, and she's with our doctors, and she says it's terrible to get an appointment with the doctor if you're ringing them up. But she says if you go online, and you have to register and go online with our doctors. She says you can get an appointment same day usually. Hi, Uno 78. How you doing? So that's what we did, Janet. And would you believe it? I've been fine, absolutely fine since we've done that. So I've not needed a doctor's appointment as yet. Thank goodness, touch wood. But only thing I went to doctors for my flu jab. And I had that done the day we went down to register. And there were all these notices up on walls, flu jab. So while I was there, I said, I better book my appointment for my flu jab. And she said, can you come back later this afternoon? I said, yes. So I had it done that day. And that were it out of the way, because normally it can get to like now or, end of October and then November, and I'm thinking, I have my flu jab yet. And it's important that I have my flu jab. Yeah, just relaxing and chatting, no. Yes, I've not needed one. Now I can do it online. I've not needed one. I have ordered my prescriptions online for the first time. And I do believe it goes straight through to chemist because we have ours delivered. Our chemist delivers them. And would you believe they brought Harry's next day? They bring mine. Mine didn't come out following day. And it was mine that was more important, but I never leave myself too short. I usually ring up when I want my last week. I've got a week worth. And then I'll ring them up and, now online. Order them online, and they usually come within a day or two at most. So I've always got them in time, plenty of time. And if I'm going away, I order them early anyway, so no problem. But yeah, I've been fine. We've had very little in the way of breathless episodes. When I really have them bad. I think the last one I had bad was when we were in Caravan Park, when we come home from, not Caravan Park, where we store it, when we come home off our holiday from in January and September, and that was really scary. It really was, because there was no way Harry could do out for me. He was trying to sort Caravan out. It was pitch black, like midnight, and I would just sit on literally on floor, on step at car, struggling, trying to breathe. And that was the last one I've had. And touch wood, I haven't had a bad one since then. So, but I have been taking it very easy, I'll be honest. So, like some days, I'm in pajamas all day. I don't bother getting dressed. Not going anywhere. I'm not getting dressed. As long as I'm warm and I've got a big thick blanket. We sit and Harry's got a duvet. We've got a single duvets, both of us. print chair at night time. I like to cozy down with a blanket on me or a cover. And so does he. And Poppy does. Poppy gets on his knee on top of the duvet or underneath duvet. She gets a chance. That's where she is now. While he's watching telly. I don't use my blanket at night though. I use mine in the morning when I get up in my pyjamas. And I sit in my chair for my cuppa and my toast. And I have my blanket on me and she'll come in. She comes in like a bullet. Round corners, straight up, she launches at top. Yeah. Yeah, definitely a lot better. So, and I've just been getting rid of a load of Stampin' Up stamp sets today. They're all on eBay. It must be about 30. I think I've put about 30 up. But, you know, I don't use them. What's the point in keeping them? I've kept a few, and there's not many. I've kept a few. Oh, I'll show you this. But you people haven't seen this. I did the diamond painting the other day, but I framed it last night. And I put little few flowers on it, and it's cute. Well, I put them on auction, Janet, on eBay. And I don't usually have, I don't pay any attention to eBay's starting price. I put my own. Because they put like £2.50, I think, not on your Nelly. You know, I put £4. If they go above £4, fine, but I'm not taking less than £4 or whatever, you know, unless they're really, but nearly all mine, most of them are brand new, never used. It's a lovely frame, isn't it? A pound frame. Oh, 150. 150. From Garden Centre near us. I'm whining. First glass of wine I've had in months. So finished that one. I've got what I've got to do next. Oh, I'm doing my big Janet. Oh, well, when I was, when you're selling it, Janet, and you've got to really keep buying new ones, when you don't really want them, but you've got to do it so that you can demonstrate them. And then they go and, I know one set, I bought this stamp set and the die set that went with it. It was £50 for the two. And the following week, it went off. It's been retired. It had just come on, and then it went off. Retired. I was frigging fuming, I'll tell you. My God, they can do that to their own people. Can you imagine what customers get? No, that put me bang off Stampin' Up to start with. And then when Madam Bloody Charlesworth joined, they are expensive. They're too expensive, to be honest. I mean, I found some really nice ones on AliExpress. I'm waiting for them. There's one's come. They just really like for when I want to put a little sentiment on top of my cards, you know, just for you, or, you know, that sort of thing. I've got some that I've saved. But, you know, when I was working with Stampin' Up, I did sell a lot off one time after they'd been retired. And I made over £200 on them. I got £200 back. That is a lot of money to me. And I think I've put about 30 up on eBay today. They're on auction for a week. They didn't all sell, but there were only about 4 or 5 that didn't. I'll just bung it. I've not even got to them yet. I've not even got to that side of the craft room yet. But I'm trying to empty stuff out of craft room so that I can, you know, put my stuff away that I am using. And anything. There's one punch. Which punch? Oh, snowflake stamp set and punch together. That's the only punch I've sold this. I'm putting up for sale this time. I do like my punches. The snowflake one is just plain because the fancy bit is in the stamp. So you stamp it, then you punch it out, and it's the actual stamp that makes the snowflake all filigree. It's not a cut out stamp. Now I do know that. Sorry, cut out punch. I do know that Martha Stewart have got a punch, a snowflake punch that I've seen. If you do, I don't know whether you'll know her or not, but they call her Happy Bird Glitters Nest. She's brilliant, just lovely stuff. And she used one last night. Yeah, well, I was watching a video of hers from way back, but she got one of those from Martha Stewart, and it was lovely. And I thought, oh, we'll get rid of one of them. So I will keep. All you do, Jan, is you got to. You need to take a photograph of it and have it in a folder on your computer or whatever. Do you use your phone? I don't know. Do you use your phone? I mean, I use my desktop. I've got a computer. I don't mess about with phone. I wouldn't know where to start with a phone. You just take a photograph of it and then go on to eBay, and then at the top you'll find a thing that says selling, and then you type in what you want to sell. They'll ask you for a photo in, and then go down to the bottom and it'll say how much they think you should sell it for. Oh, sorry, auction. Start of the auction. I think no, because if nobody else bids, just one person, you're only going to get £2.50. I want at least £4 or £5 for them, because most of them have never been used. Some are brand new, not used. So I'm not letting them go for £2 and £3. Not on your Nelly. So I put my own price, and if they don't sell, they don't sell. And they can always go on again later. Maybe it's a loss, but a little bit less. But give them a chance first to bring you some money back in. I made over £200 last time I did it. So if I only get 150 or 100, it's still better in my pocket than not. Than stamps stuck in using space up in my craft room that I won't use. So whatever. I mean, if you think £3, well, I think I've put £4. They put your post. You don't need to do that, Janet. eBay do that for you. They tell you how much to ask postage. They put that on. And if people are willing to pay that, even if you not have to pay that much to send it, that's a bit extra in your pocket, because eBay sorted postage out. And I'll tell you what, little padded envelopes, they're sort of, the brown ones are about that big. I'm pretty sure you can fit one of these in, one of these. These are two I put in, I shouldn't have done. That one, that size, you got a brown envelope, that will fit in lovely. It will go through a letterbox, so they shouldn't be charging you parcel rate. Because if that won't go through your letterbox, it's a money box, not a letterbox. You know what I mean? So the only letterbox it might not go through is if you've got one of them things outside the house that's not on door. Not a door letterbox, but like a little letter box, fancy thing. Our Claire's got one of them outside. You can't get out in it. But dog chews up, so chews the mail up. Well, actually, it was Bonnie that did that more than Charlie, but she got it when she got Bonnie, so yeah. Got a right box down here full that I put up on eBay this afternoon. I were a bit stuck at first, to be honest, because I couldn't remember what to do. And the reason for that was, apart from me having a senior moment, but they've changed things just a little bit. And I was a little bit, can't remember what I did now to get on, you know, and I went on and I managed it, sussed it out and put them on and that was that. So I did it. You're allowed, I think it's about 100 things we can sell every month. And now I've got 70 something left, 72 left, I think. So, I don't know. But it's better to get them sold off, isn't it, than having them sticking, you know, laying around in your craft room, taking up space. If you're not using them, it's daft. So, yeah, I'm getting rid of a lot. I think if there's any that just won't sell, literally won't sell, it's, you know, take them to the nearest school, you know, give them away. I won't chuck them in bin or out like that, but they are expensive. They're too expensive to just, you know, sell for nothing when a lot of mine have not been used, brand new. So that's what I've done it for. I get my envelopes and bags from Pound Shop. You get a pack of so many. They've got little grey bags. They're brilliant postal bags. They're not padded, but it doesn't matter for them because they're hard. So yeah, I've used little grey bags before for them, and they're just right size. Oh, have you been somewhere in March? Sorry, I didn't know. Thought you were quiet, man. But yes, so it starts with the de-stashing. I don't do it on YouTube because there are a lot of people selling Stampin' Up anyway, although they're new stuff, but you wouldn't get what you wanted for them on. Oh yeah, yeah. You wouldn't get what you wanted for them selling them on eBay on YouTube. I'm sure you wouldn't. So that's why I put them on. That's why I put them on eBay. And as I say, I do know that I did well last time with them, so I'm quite optimistic that I'll get a good bit of something back. And every little helps, as like I said, because they've been stuck there doing nothing for months and months. Well, it must be nearly 3 years since I packed in. It must be over 3 years since I packed in with Stampin' Up. And that's how long I've had them, because I've not bought many since I left. Only odd one from when Danielle was selling it, but yeah, so no. I'm not to be glad to sit back and get some space back in there. I mean, tomorrow now I've emptied that where I keep all my stamps. I can put some of my little plastic sets of drawers, that's 3 from Pound Shop. They just fit in one of them slots, nice. And I've got about 3 up on top that I can't get into. And there's about 8 holes they could go in, pigeonholes. So I've made myself some space straight away. So I'm really glad I've, you know. Well, the thing is, I mean, when Danielle was selling, I used to get something every month from her. Very often glue. I like Tombow glue. And it's cheapest place there is, by the way, but don't tell them that. Because on eBay it's about £5 off and it's £3.99 off. £3.99 or £3.75, I can't remember. Off Stampin' Up. It's one of the few things that they do sell cheap. And I also used to like cardstock from Stampin' Up. When Danielle was selling it, I'd buy it from her. But now Danielle's packed in, I don't know anybody. Well, I do. I know one or two, but nobody that I want to buy from. So I wouldn't mind buying from Karen, but she's under Madam Charlesworth, so she gets a bit as well. So no, no, I'm not lining her pockets. But I have found boys, I can get reasonable priced white or ivory cardstock. And I think it's £4 for a pack, and it's about same sort of size pack as what Stampin' Ups are. So I think it's pretty good, that, just for white and for ivory. But as regards coloured, I don't know. I don't know where to get coloured cardstock from. Good cardstock. You can buy odd sheets at Ryman's, but you can't buy packs of, I don't think. I've never seen packs of cardstock, other than, like I say, I don't know about the Works, not tried from there, I don't think. I've had black from the Works. Thought that were all right. I don't know. See, I don't live near a Hobbycraft or the Range. So, is it? Amazon. Oh, I might have a look on there then, Jane, because I've started buying quite a bit of bits and pieces off for Amazon. In fact, I want to be saying earlier, I'm considering going on Prime, because I have that much stuff now that I'm buying through Amazon because it's cheaper or better, you know, or it's the only place I can find whatever. That by the time I've done paying out postage from not being on Prime, it should have been cheaper for me to be on Prime. So, because you pay one price and that's the, yeah, you just pay one price, don't you, for Prime, and that's it for a year. Yeah, I bet it does. That's what I say. I think that's what my problem is. So I might just go for Prime. Yeah, might just go for Prime on Amazon, because I have had a lot of stuff off them, because it's cheaper from them, not for any other reason. Not to say, oh, I bought it from Amazon, but you know what I mean. So I might just do that. But I never thought about that. Amazon for cardstock, I never looked. But I got my triple thick from them, and it was cheaper from there than anywhere. Yeah, talking of deliveries, I had a parcel come from Amazon today. Only it said they put it in the resident's hands, and they hadn't put it in resident's dustbin. That's where Harry found it, because he says, well, I haven't took out. I said, well, I haven't, and I heard anybody come. So he just decided to go and have a check in the bin first, and he found it. But they normally, if they're going to do that, which they've done it before, different places, like Yodel and all them, they've done it, that they put a note through the door, parcel in the dustbin, and they'll say which colour, whether it's green and blue and whatever. But not today. I got the email saying that they put it in the resident's hand. No, didn't happen that way. So, I don't know. They're very naughty. Very naughty. But I've got it, so I suppose I should just be happy. But I don't know. I wanted to get some ribbon bits and bobs done as well. I like making my ribbon rose, you know. Like my ribbon roses making. And I've got some nice, really rich Christmassy red in narrow and in an inch. And I think the other one's 6 mil. It might be 5 mil. And then I've got some gorgeous 2-inch pink. So it's a light but dusky pink. Well, funnily enough, I went onto Amazon when Harry come in with it until he found it. I went onto Amazon and I was going to send him a message. But on the website, on the order page where you tell them you've got it, they want you to give a review of the product. There's nowhere to say about delivery or anything, no complaint. So when I went and looked on my email again, at the bottom it said the email, the website where this email has come from does not accept emails. Do not reply on this website. No other website to reply on. So where is it, Janet? Because I couldn't find one on the actual order, and I couldn't find one on their email to me tonight. There might be one on actual page the way, on if you just like went into Amazon for shopping, maybe. Well, I thought it could, because I looked at that before and I've messaged sellers before, but I couldn't find it tonight. Run off. Oh, right, yeah. But they're ringing from America, don't they? It's America that ring. I've rung up before about Kindle, and they always put, we'll ring you back. And they've rung me back, and it's been an American at the other end. And I've been a bit surprised at that, because I won a prize from a lady in America, and it were a $50 gift card, but I couldn't spend it on UK Amazon. So I had to send it back. Oh, well, I had to tell her to ask Amazon for a money back. And then she had to put me a gift card in somewhere else where I could spend it in America. And that's how I ended up getting a Diamond Art Club diamond painting, because I used that $50. And she said, you'll have to pay your own postage. And I said, oh, that's fine, don't worry about that. The picture that I actually picked up, decided on, was $35, which left $15 left over. So I only had about a couple of pounds to pay towards post and packaging, because I think we keep it down to $15, don't we? So that Inland Revenue or wherever can't pick up on it. Well, yeah, probably it is. I don't know. Well, yeah, but did they leave you a card as to tell you where it were? Because we've had stuff left behind bin before. I think it were, I don't know, Yodel or someone, direct parcel, DP or whatever. And they've left a card to say that there's a parcel behind your dustbin. But this one, it was in the dustbin and there were no card through the door. So I got an email saying it had been delivered. And I went on to tracking thing on email, and it said delivered to the handed to the resident. It wasn't, because Harry said, well, I've not seen anybody. I said, well, I've been in all day and I've not heard anybody knocking. So, and if anybody had not popped, who would have bought? But there were nobody come knocking on the door. Or if he didn't knock very loud. Let's put it that way. But anyway, we got it, so end of it. It was just a bit annoying that we didn't know it were in bin. Because actually there's 2 number 3s on here, as you know. There's some cottages being built and they've got the same numbers as us, 1, 2 and 3. And I've had a parcel. I ordered some, there were some beautiful necklaces on Facebook. And if you bought one, you get one free. And I thought, well, I'd love one of them, and I know our Claire would like one. So I bought them. I ordered them. Paid for them with PayPal. Yeah, paid for them with PayPal. And oh, it were over a month, much more than a month, and they hadn't come. So I'd seen, and I hadn't seen them advertised on Facebook for a while. So I thought, oh, but it was a scam. Anyway, next thing, it come up on Facebook again. So I went into it. And I was starting to write him a complaint. And then I thought better of it. And I looked at bottom, went right, scrolled right down. And there was a contact thing. So an email address. So I emailed them. And they did email me back and say that it was delivered by Yodel. And it had been signed for. Right. Well, it never came here. We didn't get it. So only thing we can think of is Julie up road here. She's a bit dippy. She's very strange, very odd, really odd. And we think she must have got it, but she didn't bring it here. But we don't know because he said it was. They said it were ages ago. It had been, you know, delivered and what have you ages ago. And I'd waited too long. They did give me a tracking number for Yodel. I've lost it. Why aren't I surprised? But I think at this stage of the game, it's been, must be about 3 months now. So what's the point? But I'm annoyed. I mean, that number is 3 Steechy cottages. Ours is 3 Mary Street. What is wrong with the bloody council giving them number 3, 1, 2 and 3? So it's just downright annoying. God help us when they get finished with the building up back to us now. They've started all through summer. They've been leveling it up, shipping stuff out, shipping stuff in. I'm talking soil. They took soil out, they brought soil back, spread it around, and they've been going backwards and forwards with big diggers, what they call them, them big bucket things, up and down, backwards and forwards, and they're beeping, beep, 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 all the time. Enough to drive you crazy. All through summer while we've been sitting in the garden, we've had that. Calm down. I will do. I promise I will. Yeah, but we, you know, we have to put up with some bloody crap, don't we? Nobody cares a damn thing about people that live around here. I mean, I was saying to Arius, doing for us, we bought last year, after Christmas, we went to Garden Centre where we like to go, and they got some of Christmas stock on cheap. And they got these candy cane lights. They're lovely. I mean, it's just one. Excavators, that's the word. Thank you. And we bought 2. We got 2 for price of what, for less than the price of 1, what they were before Christmas. So we've got them ready for this year. Now I said to Harry, oh, we can put those candy cane down, lights. And he said, not bring them up front here. I said, no, I'm not buying them for neighbours. They'd be gone. They'd be gone in 10 minutes. Don't trust them around here. No, but it's not what's up at this end, it's what lives down bottom end. You know, them that smashed my front door, me, double glazed unit in front door, but we're still not being able to replace yet. So yeah, no, we don't put out on front that can be picked up and took off. Because I've seen on Facebook where people have had great big water fountains in the front garden and they've got picked up and took off at middle at night. I mean, who does that kind of thing, though? That they do round here. Well, bottom end do. You see, down at bottom end, they're all low lights, and there are some nice people down there. I know there are. but mostly the low lives. And I do feel sorry for people, respectable people down there, because they have a lot of stuff to put up with. Up here, it's not so bad. Up our end, up top of the village, it's all right, but they still come by, kids, and they're yeah, not to be trusted. So we don't provoke outside that way that's any good. You know, that can be picked up and pinched. I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be upon us, isn't it? I mean, Christmas. I'm not kidding. And we don't do out anyway at Christmas. We don't celebrate as so. I buy kids a bit of something and you know, a few presents round for neighbours' kids, grandkids, but we don't we don't do out. Sometimes, depending on, we might have a chicken for Christmas dinner, but I can't eat a big dinner these days. I mean, Harry often will nip down to Lockheed. It's a nice big place at Bottomere. They do a Sunday roast, carvery. And Harry can eat a carvery, whereas I've been and I can't eat it all. It's too much. Even though I'm putting what I put my own bit on. I always put a little bit extra on Friday, like if you give me, you can pick roast potatoes up, and if they're nice ones, I pick a few extra, and Harry can have them. Because he doesn't like cauliflower when they put all this, they call cheese sauce. There's no cheese being in it, ever. I asked him one day when we went, and I said, is this cauliflower cheese? He says, yes, Doc. And I put a bit on my plate, and I thought, not likely. Not seen any cheese, no cheese in it. They forgot that bit. So, and I don't go down. It's just a waste of money for me, but Harry likes to go down, and I don't object if he's going to get a nice dinner. He needs to keep his strength up because he's got to go running about there. I can't do anymore. Like shopping and, you know, what have you. But I must admit to do miss not being able to drive, and again, you know. I don't mind turkey, but our carvery does turkey all year round anyway, so it rather defeats the object, doesn't it, really? But they do a big ham. They do roast beef, roast ham, and it is a proper, beautiful ham. And they do roast turkey, and I usually, when I have gone, I just have the ham because it's just, delicious. I don't know what they do. I mean, I've done my own, I've cooked my own ham leg joint. And I've boiled it first to get salt out, and then I've roasted it. And it's beautiful. But I've never been anywhere where they can cook it as nice as that, other than me doing it at home, which I don't want to start having to mess about, because it's a lot of fat-faffing way I do it. I used to get one regular, and I'd boil it till I bring it to boil from cold water. Let it boil a little bit, and it brings all the salt out. And then I'd steam that water out, and I'd put a kettle on and fill it up again with boiling water and let it boil for a bit longer. And then I'd put it in oven and roast it. But it's partly cooked then, you see, so you don't got so long in oven. And yum. Love it. With the cauliflower cheese and new potatoes. Oh, to die for dinner. And that's all I need. Oh, needing a few green beans. You know, runner beans. that would be my favourite meal, or one of, apart from stew and dumplings. But Harry don't like stew, so I'd have to do a little bit for me. And have all the onions in. But as regards Christmas dinner, Harry doesn't have stuffing. He doesn't like what they call it, pigs in blankets. Won't eat them. I've told him it's only baked around a sausage, but no. So yeah, he's not one for Christmas dinner. And he's not bothered about Christmas full stop. It's just like another day for Harry. So, but usually get a phone call from Claire, you know, wishing me happy Christmas and did you like your presents? And I usually say, I haven't opened them yet. But they're up at crack of dawn. Our Claire's so excited, even now she's 43. She still gets giddy about Christmas. She reckons all kids up, gets kids up. Come on, it's Christmas. Open your presents. Come on, come on. And they're like, oh, Mum. You know, teenage boys, oh, Mum. Get up. I know, I remember one year. When we were living, when I was married, they got their own house. They hadn't got married yet, but they got their own house. And Daniel was still at home, and his girlfriend used to stay at ours. And they'd been working Christmas Eve late because they were a chef, and she were a receptionist at a hotel, same hotel. And it must have been about 3 o'clock in the morning when they got home. So the course went to bed and like died in bed, you know, they were that shattered. And our Claire come at 8 o'clock in the morning. She says, come on up, all up, everybody up. Well, I were already up, Ernie were already up, but Daniel and Donna weren't. And I says, oh, Claire, because they were working while, God knows, didn't come in while 3 this morning. She says, I don't care, it's Christmas Day. She went into the kitchen. She got a wooden spoon and a saucepan, and she went back to hanging it upstairs, all the way upstairs. I think everybody on the street had got up after all that. Oh, I like smoked salmon. I like it for a starter. I do like the smoked salmon for a starter. Harry don't eat that. And you know, funnily enough, I always turn my nose up at sushi. Idea of it. Ugh. And yet I love smoked salmon, but it is a sort of cooked. My dad used to smoke his own salmon when he was living up in Scotland. He built his own smoker. Oh, and it was lovely. But Cree salmon is quite expensive, actually. And that's where they lived at Creetown. So they got the pick of. Lovely. So anyway, Pete, I've been on here 3 hours. Oh, and Harry's sick of listening to me rattling. So I think I'm going to say good night. And thank you all very, very much for coming and joining me. I've enjoyed your company. I hope you've enjoyed mine. And I'll be back next week with a whole new quiz and a whole lot more to talk about. So take care, everybody. And I'll speak to you all again soon. Night, night, ladies. Bye.
My goodness.